Hey, what's up, Chicago Bears faithful? How you guys doing today? So, listen, I want to talk to you guys a little something about Max Crosby. So, it's been hot stove. It's been back and forth. Okay. First, we want to know, is he available? Is he not available? Is he interested in the Bears? Are the Bears interested in him? And, we've got all kinds of questions. Well, it sounds like right now, like we've got the hot stove on him again. So, we've got a lot of Max to talk about right after this.
Hops on the ice, red lights flash, goods in the summer, whole city mad. Tracks like a tone, nigga ran for the sound. City ride with it, yeah, this our town. It's Chicago. Fucking here we live in Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, we in it. Cut the tape, cut the call. Whole city tell you when we turn the ball. It's Chicago. Let's pay, lean in. Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, this spin. Same heart, same code. Sports podcast, hey, let's go.
And like I said, welcome back, Chicago Bears faithful. So here's the deal, man. It's back and forth is back and forth. Some of it's conjecture, some of it is kind of interesting because, and some of it's telling. Somewhere in between it all, you can actually hear the truth. Okay, but Jeremy Fowler, one of the trusted names in all of sports. Okay, nationally recognized. Okay, I'd say from ESPN, he says Edmonds has three teams interested with strong value. One of them is the Titans. The other one now is the Giants. So, I mean, we're going to explore both of those and see what happens from all of that. But I will say this. Um, Brad Biggs was out on it, and he's the local guy. So that's where I was just kind of like pump the brakes. I'm like, okay, well, we're out, we're out on this, Max Fowler, whole deal. And Max Crosby and Tremaine Edmunds and trading him off and whatever. So we're going to put together a few packages about this Edmunds deal and see what that means, okay? Because right now we want to try to get something out of Edmunds, right? And Max Crosby is one of those guys that we're interested in. But is there a team that's interested in Edmunds? That's the problem. A lot of people are talking and they're not big on him. And what you forget is that he led the team in tackles, okay? He was third in the NFL for most interceptions. The guy, he's really good. He's very gifted. He's fast. He's tall. He's a freakish type player. Um, I got a lot of good things to say about him. He's not the top, okay? But I'd say he's definitely above middle of the pack. So what can we get out of him? All right. What can we get out of this guy? Um, and right now, the hot stove is this: are there actual trade talks about Edmonds, or is another media talking point? So basically, like, is there something really going on? And there's several teams that are interested in this guy. I mean, you've got the Eagles, you got Baltimore, um, several different teams that could look at him and say, "Hey, the Buffalo Bills." There's a guy, that could they take him back? The Raiders. I know the Raiders are interested in him. So you got the Raiders, you got the Titans, and you've got the Giants. Now, Giants got some pretty good pieces over there. Okay. So what would we do? Okay. But all at the end of the day, what we're looking for is trying to get something out of him. I believe we could probably get a fourth or a fifth. But here's the deal. When you're talking about Max Crosby, Albert Breer, he's another one of those guys that, he's been around the league for quite a while, right? And he's well known, I would say, nationally. And he's, Sports Illustrated writer. And he's actually pretty good. And he was saying, he goes, I'd lean towards a Max Crosby trade happening and maybe this week, he said. Teams like Dallas, Chicago, Baltimore, Buffalo, New England, Philly, and the Rams. So those are all the teams that are keeping tabs on his availability. So that's pretty telling. Now you look at him and you say to yourself, is there any way that we could potentially, trade Edmonds? Get this in the package. I want you guys to know. I want to ask you guys, okay, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that we could potentially put Edmonds in a package? What are the packages? I want to ask you guys, okay? Because Could we put a package together with Edmonds, let's say DJ Moore, and then maybe a late draft pick, maybe a second day, maybe a third, maybe a fourth? I don't think we could go as far as a fifth. I think they'd probably want either a third or a fourth. Is that too much? Is that too much? But I mean, you go look at the Raiders. If you go trade DJ Moore, I know they need help on defense, right? So this might work. What if we package together Edmonds with DJ Moore and give him a third or a fourth round pick? I mean, we're potentially getting rid of these guys anyways. Now, there's another one that I'd like you guys to look at, Jervon Dexter. But according to Brad Biggs, it looks like Jervon Dexter won't be shipped out. So more than likely, the axe will come from somewhere else. Like they might, let go Billings or something, or some of the younger guys that just got there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, it looks like he's going to stay in Jervon Dexter. But what I will ask you is this: would you be okay with that, or would you rather wager draft picks? What do you guys want to do? Let's put a package together to try to get this guy over here. Now, keep in mind, we got to find about $30 million in cap space to make it happen. But this guy instantly, Max Crosby, double X, he definitely makes your team better in many ways. Okay. He makes your defensive line better. He makes the interior, especially when you pair him with Sweat. Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? When you pair him with Sweat, think about it, guys. Pair him with Sweat right now. What does that say to you? That is unbelievable. We'll probably have like the best freaking edge in Booker coming in. We go from like worst to first. Does that ring a bell? Sounds like something special, right? Sounds like something we might do like we did on the offense. It makes your interior defensive line better. Makes your linebackers better, right? Now they can move about freely. Now they don't have to be so fast in order to make plays happen because they actually have some pressure, right? So, I mean, you look at the defensive backs, it can even make them better. All these guys, the whole freaking team can be better on the defensive side of the ball if you get a guy like Max Crosby. And I'd say he's a force multiplier, right? So let's put a package together and see what we could do in order to make that happen. And in order to put that package together, whoever we lose, we're going to have to replace in another mock draft. Yeah, that's my surprise to you guys. Got another mock draft. I got another screen. I got another monitor in the building. I just got to put it together. Once I put it together and connect it, probably tomorrow or the next day, and more than likely tomorrow, we'll put another show together, and it's just going to be fire. An extra screen's really going to help us give a lot more controls, and we'll be able to talk to you guys a lot more and see you more and do a lot more in the chat stuff. It's going to be fun, more, back and forth. Although I do enjoy our crosstalk right now. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, what would you guys do? Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat, man. Let's talk to you guys. Let's see what's going on down there. Okay. What would you guys do for Max? What would Max do for you? What would he do? Well, okay. Lewis says, good evening. Good evening, bud. James, good evening, buddy. Oh, man, this is great. I love how you guys talking back and forth. This is good stuff. This is community. It's what it's all about. Trades this week, yes. Yep. If the rumors are true, I'm loving Tennessee if we can get Simmons. Well, yeah, that's something. Raiders are interested. Trade him in 25 for Crosby. Okay. Him and pick 25. Okay, so Erica's saying that if we get rid of the first round draft pick, that's it. We don't have to get rid of DJ Moore. I kind of like what Erica's saying. What do you guys think about Erica's saying? What do you guys think about that, huh? What do you guys think about that? Think about that. I think it's pretty good. I like that. Boom, baby. Let's keep looking in the chat. What's going on? And then Louis says Simmons, top shelf edition. Edmonds 25 and a late pick. I'm not trading DJ. Okay. So we're gonna have to restructure DJ then because we gotta be able to have $30 million in order to. Yeah, Eric, I agree with that. Trade Edmonds for Crosby in a third. Yeah, no, she said um, a first, number 25. Edmonds 25th and a fourth for Crosby. I like that. That's good. Doug says he thinks Crosby is outreach. Why? Why would you think that? You think that's too steep of a price? Well, I would say that it would be too steep of a price if Caleb wasn't on a rookie contract. If we didn't have receivers on rookie contracts, we got so many guys on rookie contracts. Keep in mind, folks, we were like at like $80 million in cap space last year. It went fast, right? So now we're down to where we got to, make things work and kick the can around and make it. And they will. They'll figure it out. There's people in a lot worse shape than us that have figured it out and make things happen. Restructure. So, I mean, listen, one player away from the Super Bowl is what I say, and he definitely was. I mean, he bringing that pressure in, man. That guy's a force multiplier. He's got so much juice. It's unbelievable. He brings that like instant energy, that instant, he's going to make that whole team just fire, man. And you need a guy, especially if you're going to get rid of a guy like Tremaine Edmunds, who's great in the locker room, energy, fiery. It's Chicago type guy, and hey, you need a guy like that, man. I'm telling you. But if Doug says if the Bears had a defensive tackle on the roster, I would be more convinced it could maybe happen. Too many needs to devote all the resources needed to get max. I don't think there's a lot of resources. I think we're really like looking too far into this, but you know, to each his own. I really think that you don't have to put up as much as you think you do. Listen, if you give up let's say if you just give up two firsts, okay, which they're not going to get, okay, I'm convinced they're not going to get, but if you get two first, right, really it's a one for one because where are you going to find a Max Crosby in the draft at 27 years old? He's still 27. The guy that's going to have 14 and a half sacks, averaging 13 sacks, make big plays, you know, intercept Caleb, all that craziness. Great player, man. Energy. You know what I'm saying? Loves Caleb. There's a connection already there. How do you guys feel about the Giants, Sexy Dexy or Kevin T? I think Sexy Dexy ain't going nowhere. I didn't even hear that he is. Kevin T, I heard that they could possibly ship out. Then there's another linebacker that they're trying to push off too, but that's like a in case of an emergency pull cord. If they can't get nobody else, that would be a guy that they'd look at because the Giants need to clear like $9 million in cap space. Again, this is all conjecture. Nobody knows for sure what's happening. We're just having fun. So James says this could be possible. Doug, how about Edmonds for a second, maybe a third round pick? I don't think that's enough because basically what you're saying is you're giving up Edmonds. And see, here's the thing that a lot of people need to understand is that Edmonds is on the last year of his contract. So really you're getting a rental player. So really most you could get is probably like a fourth or a fifth, maybe even a sixth for that guy. If you get something for him, that's great because you got him in free agency. So you're getting, you know, 3 years out of him, right? 3 good years out of him, I would say. And then you're also getting a draft pick out of him. So that's pretty good coming from a guy you picked up out of free agency. I'd say that's a win in Ryan Poles' book. I agree with Erica. I don't think the Raiders are taking any less than at least a first. And unless you have a player that was a potential first or graded out as a first, they might take something like that. But it would take multiple players and still multiple draft picks. I think it'd be a lot in order to package. But yeah, I mean, look at it this way. You're not really giving up a lot because you're getting ready to get rid of guys anyways. So instead of just releasing them or sending them to somewhere else, you're putting them with a guy that could really help out. Like I said, you look at two guys out there. Okay, you look at Albert Breer and you look at Jeremy Fowler. Both of them are saying that Max is in. Okay. The only one that's saying that he's out is Brad Biggs. And there again, do they really know? I would say out of all those guys, Breer's like the most, dialed in guy, the most tapped in. Louis says a first round pick most likely will be a defensive tackle or edge. So if we trade for either, that's our pick. Basically, yeah. So, Louis says, is basically what I'm saying. You're not going to find a Max Crosby in the draft. You might find him in 2-3 years, but you're not going to find him this year. And the window is small to tap into Caleb and get that championship while he's on that cheap contract. Very, very hard to get an edge in the league like a Max Crosby and Caleb quarterback together at the same time. If you can do it, do it. Pull the pin, man. Ask questions later. It's one of those big dog moments. You know what I'm trying to say? So, but you got to be careful because you already know. I mean, DJ Moore is probably going to get, they're shopping him. Okay. Apparently, it sounds like, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but so far it sounds like we're going to keep Cole and restructure, which is great. I love that. Would be great if we could keep DJ Moore and restructure his freaking salary. You guys seen it? It's insane. Starts off really cheap where we got a good deal because we signed him. And he's one of the cheapers, but it climbs. It goes up and up and up. And for a loaded receiving corps, I mean, you look at it, our leading receiver was a tight end in Colson Loveland. Luther Burden had the most creative space in between a receiver and a defender, not only as a rookie, but in all the NFL. And, you look at Roma Dunze, he was having a great year before he had that fractured foot. So we've got a lot of talent. We got a lot of talent on that side of the ball. Pick up another one in the draft. We still got a few on the bench. There's stuff we can do. I'm not worried about receiver at all. So if DJ goes, like to see him stay, but you get a guy like Max Crosby or an edge, somebody like that. Definitely something we can talk about, right? What's Erica saying? She goes, Bears already have a deal in place with the Raiders, depending on if the Cardinals trade for Bagent. Bears hoping to get their high second rounder for what? Someone named Will's Tower. Yeah, over on XApp, he's hit or miss. Erica. Sometimes he's actually pretty good with it, and other times he's like, ugh. So yeah, I don't think he's as tapped in as Albert Breer, or Jeremy Fowler, or Brad Biggs, but yeah, it's something to look at for sure. He always puts, and then they give him a hard time. They ride him hard. They're like, all right, this is it. I'm never going to listen to you. You're going to lose a lot of followers if you're not coming through this time. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, like I always say, I'm a fan. Okay, I'm hanging out here talking with you guys. We're just talking football. I don't have any inside stuff. James says we need an edge, so I think we should select a defensive end in the first round of the draft or trade the first round selection for compensatory third, fourth. Well, yeah, Doug, he is legit source at times, just not all the time. He's not foolproof. You know what I mean? I don't know if anyone is except for Schefter. And there's actually been a couple of times where Schefter's kind of messed up and dropped the ball because things happen. You know what I mean? Things get out a little too quick. And they're like, oh, no. Let's reel it back in. No, it never happened. Nobody said that. He said if the Cardinals offer their second round pick for Bagent, the deal for the Bears have with the Raiders is 25 Edmunds and DJ. Well, Willis Tower, dude, if you get a second rounder for Bagent, not only is that a win-win-win-win, right? But now you're using that as more draft capital. So now you got 2 seconds. You're trading away your first. Edmunds, which he's gone anyways, and DJ Moore. The only person that we're really losing is DJ, okay? And let's be honest, if we get a guy that can get 700-800 yards, which should be not that hard, he might even be on the team. He might be Jade Might be Jade Walker, or maybe Cole gets the ball more. Who knows? Who knows who this guy is? But that's not bad, Erica. To me, that sounds like something that he's hoping for. I don't know if it's actual, it would definitely be a great deal for the Bears. Yeah. Caleb and Max are besties. Yeah, you ain't lying. He definitely. Yeah, I agree. Caleb and Max are besties. I can't see DJ leaving. I wouldn't want to see DJ leave either. And it's the same thing that I pound my fists and I talk about it till people get tired of hearing about this Tremaine Edmunds. But you look at it on, Chat Sports is talking about it, all the X apps talking about it. It's the news for the day. So I had to bring it up about Edmunds. DJ Moore is kind of like a cold stove. No, not really a whole lot of people are talking about him because let's face it, he's definitely not the top 10 wide receiver. He's not the top 15, but he's one of the top highest paid players coming up this year. It's just crazy. So when you look at that, you look at, hey, it's a money thing. It's not a player thing. And that's the same thing I say about Tremaine. It wasn't because of the lack of productivity at all. It's a money thing. If they had the money, both players would stay, but they got to make some selections. Max says Soldier Field would be incredible. Could you imagine Max at Soldier? Dude, you watch that podcast that he's got with freaking Caleb. It's unbelievable, the chemistry. I mean, it's legit. I mean, wow. That would be a whole lot of fun. That would be a whole lot of fun. Doug said instant fan favorite. Yeah, no kidding. He definitely has like that Chicago type bravado, blue collar, rough, tough. Honey Bear says left tackle. Left tackle. What do you mean? Oh, we need a left tackle in the draft. Okay. Schefter taking heat today for giving false information on the Monty trade. Oh, okay. Okay. Honey Bear says, or James says, Honey Bear left tackle could work and a left guard as well. Well, I mean, you don't want a left guard because you got Thuney. Thuney's here for another couple years at least, so you're good on that for a little bit. We got so many draft picks, so we got to use what we can. But he's our wide receiver, and he's still mentoring linebacker 3 and Rome. Our linebacker or our wide receiver number 1 right now is Colston Loveland. Until I see productivity otherwise, I can't say that he's our number 1. I mean, and I don't think with a guy like, he's a self-starter. He's a self-starter. And you got a really good receiver coach in Antoine Randall. If you need a mentor, it's Antoine Randall as your coach, your receiving coach, who was a receiver and I'm not really worried anymore about the mentor type thing at a DJ Moore. I'm looking more at the contract. I got to get rid of my heart and I got to use this because there's no money. You can't sign everybody that you like. You can't sign everybody like all the jerseys and the stuff that we've got and all these things from all these players. You can't just be like, hey, I'm a fan. Everybody's got to stay. They got to make business decisions. And there's just no way that a guy like him, I mean, you already got Cole Kmet potentially, air quotes. He could still be gone. We don't know. You know what I mean? This is all just hypothetical talks. But as of right now, what they're saying is they're going to try to work out a deal with Cole. I just can't see them working out a deal with Cole and DJ. I mean, you've got a lot of money. Think of it. You got to have at least $10 million in operating space in order to draft guys. Okay. Picks 1 through 7. You got extra. It costs a little more. Then you got to have operating money in case somebody goes down to injury. You got to go out and pick free agents. Okay. Right now we're over the cap. We're over the cap. We've got to do a lot of stuff quick. So he's Vizzo Joe says, I'm not sold on Randall as wide receiver coach. Too many drops. Now listen, Vizzo, I would agree with you, but now I'm going to disagree with you because as if that Antoine Randall was catching the balls, yes, absolutely. But you cannot make a guy catch a ball. He's got the player still got to play. Antoine Randall is as good as it gets for a wide receiver coach. I mean, he was looking at offensive coordinator, you know. He was looking at offensive coordinator jobs. He decided to stay here another year, and I think it's in his best interest to stay here. And they're probably going to pay him a lucrative offer to stay as assistant. They're probably going to elevate him, make him assistant head coach, which is what they normally do, so they could pay him a little bit more and keep him in as a wide receiver coach. You cannot make guys catch those balls. Here's another thing about Caleb. And this is what Jim Miller says. Played in the league 15 years, right? Jim Miller played for the Bears, our co-host during the casino watch parties and bridges and stuff. He says that when you're a quarterback, you have to deliver the ball like you're setting the table. So you set the table for somebody to eat, right? You don't put the plate way out here for the reach. You know, you want that plate really close. You want all your silverware nice and neat, really close. Don't get me any chopsticks. Otherwise, I'll just poke my eyes out. Maybe your eyes out. Forgive me, chopsticks. It's really hard for me to eat. But you set it up that the placement is really nice. And that's what he's saying with Caleb. You got to be able to learn how to give that touch. You got to be able to deliver the ball and give it a little feather touch, a little floater instead of burn it in there all the time. So some of it's him, some of it's the receivers. And I will say this. I don't know if you guys have either played through an injury. Maybe some of you guys got an injury right now, or you were worked. Like worked is what I meant to say. You're working through an injury right now, like a back or knee, hips, or all the above, or something else, right? Tennis elbow, whatever, even a blister, or even played in football or any sport. That injury takes up some of your headspace. And when you got a fractured foot, Roma Dunze, you're dropping some balls. Your mind is not completely 100% absorbed in the game, but yet you're still leading our team before injury, before you miss games. You're still leading our team in receiving yards. So Rome doesn't have that foot injury. Rome doesn't miss some games. Rome now instantly probably becomes either the leading receiver or number 2 underneath Cole Kmet, which now pushes DJ Moore to number 3. But we're not talking about his ability as much as we're talking about the pay that he's getting. He's getting paid as a number 1 receiver. He's not a 1 receiver if he gets traded anywhere in this league. Maybe somewhere that's really, really desperate. There might be a few places, but then they also have to have the cap space and they have to fit his scheme. They have to fit the team. They have to fit all that stuff. And can they afford to give up draft picks or whatever it is that they're doing? It's a lot. It's not just in a vacuum where you can just say, let's just, do this. But yeah. Oh, Rome is a dog. There's no way that we can even be arguing that he's not going to be an amazing player. He was before he got injured, you guys realize that chemistry was ridiculous between him and Caleb, man. They did all kinds of stuff together, They went to a Cubs game, Sox game, Blackhawks. They were out eating. You saw all the stuff. They do all kinds of things together, So, I mean, the guy's great, man. Guy's great. Anyways, all right. So enough of that. Raiders are a perfect fit for DJ. Yeah, I think Raiders are a good fit because, you want to get that Fernando Mendoza from Indiana. Heck of a player, right? He's used to playing with some really good receivers. Got to give him a number 1 receiver. And you got to give him a veteran. And that guy would be a perfect guy for him to not only mentor the receivers that are there, but also a quarterback. Just saying. Oh, yeah. Dunze's a beast. And see, here's the thing about Caleb. Caleb's the same type of guy where, like Philly, the Saints. I mean, I play fantasy football, and I had 2 guys. I think I had Jimmy Graham, and then I had a receiver for the Saints. When Drew Brees was really hot over there, the Super Bowl run and all that. I'm telling you right now, You couldn't pick which receiver was going to be hot. They spread it out all over. What about Peyton Manning when he had three receivers? Brandon Stokely, Reggie Wayne, and Marvin Harrison, Dallas Clark, all these guys, three receivers with 1,000 yards or more. Right? Crazy. So there's plenty of teams out there that have a lot of good receivers, and I mean, really, but in the peers, when you start talking to them, they don't even really look at it like that. And I don't think our team really looks at it like that either. I mean, yeah, Swift, he's the number one running back, but I don't really know. I think it's just like 1A and 1AB, with them because they both did great, man. They did really good. So, but what did Vizzo say? A lot of Bears fans undervalue DJ. If it wasn't for him, we'd probably lose to Green Bay. Oh, absolutely. And it's a two-part, you know. The team, they've got to block. The coach got to call the play. Caleb's got to get him the ball. He's got to catch that ball. All of that. Absolutely. I don't think people are undervaluing DJ. What I will say this though, if he had over 1,000 yards, if he was our number one guy and we needed him a lot more than we did now, we would probably try to find some space. Now, again, I mean, I hate to beat this up because we've been talking about this for about 20 minutes out of a 32-minute show, but I would say that if it wasn't for cap issues, we wouldn't even be talking about DJ, right? I mean, let's keep it real. Everybody raise their hands. I wouldn't be talking about him. If he was on the cheap, if he was under 20 mil or say maybe 17 or so, wouldn't be talking about him at all. So, anyways, all right. So, enough about that. Like I said, okay, let me ask you guys this. Now that we've exhausted all the trade issues about Max Crosby, if you don't want to bring Max in, what edge would you like to bring in? What edge would you like to bring in? I know somebody brought out a defensive tackle earlier, but we're talking about edge. Who would you like to bring in for edge? Clearly, we don't have enough pressure. We had one of the least amount of pressures in the NFL. We got to put some pressure on that line, man. We got to. Who do you want? What's up, Scrolls? I wouldn't say that any wide receiver in the NFL makes that catch. It was an amazing catch, but I would say that there are definitely other receivers in the league that make that catch. And to me, he is special. I don't think he's like elite. If I think we're saying the same thing. I'm not gonna. Doug says I agree, Joe. The issue in this contract needing cap space. Wide receiver is a position that the Bears have depth, and I think it's more of a situation of having to give up quality. Doug wants Hendrickson. How do you guys feel about Hendrickson coming up on his 32 years old? Just came off of an injury or two. Great player though when he's on the field and he's healthy. Really good player. You guys like him? Would you guys like to have him on the? See, I kind of feel like you're looking at a filet mignon instead of a porterhouse steak, right? When you look at Hendrickson, because he's 32 years old. Like if you're gonna go boom, if you're gonna go boom, you want to go boom, right? You want to go big. Like why go like in the mid to upper level? You want to go all out. Go get a guy like Max. Go get a guy like Max, or somebody else like Max is what I'm saying. But 27 years old versus 32. I mean, we can get 5 more years out of him potentially, compared to, Hendrickson. And so, I mean, I agree with you though. Hendrickson is a good look though. I'm not going to disagree with you at all on that one, Doug. I have been interested. I've talked about it. I've done a show or two on him. I like him. I think he's a good player for sure. Anybody else out there? Yeah, I agree when he's healthy. All right. So listen, let's have a little fun. Let's pretend like we're all Louis and we can keep all these guys. We can keep all of our fan favorites. We kick the can down the road, restructure all these contracts. Now, all of a sudden, since we're restructuring all these contracts, everybody's got to get paid at the same time. So in a year or two or three, we're going to have to pay all these guys somehow anyways. You can't just not pay them. All you're doing is moving, funds around, right? So here's the deal. We get to keep Louis, DJ Moore. We get to keep Tremaine Edmunds. They're all going to work on these contracts. There's, hey, you know what? I'm going to go back to the old Michael Jordan way of playing things. I'm going to go find some sponsors that are going to pay me a lot of money. And I'm going to pay me what you can, within reason. I want to be top 15, top 20 in my position. Okay. Everybody works it out. Now we'll say potentially the Bears have, and we're really dreaming here big. Okay. We're dreaming big. We're dreaming like fans. But here's here's a hypothetical. So now all of a sudden we got everybody back, but we still have holes, right? We didn't win it all. We got to address some issues. We got to release some guys. We got to bring some guys in. So we are going to go into the mock draft. What do you guys think? I'm going to let you guys be the judge of this. Okay. Can you guys see the screen? Yeah, let me share it real quick. Okay. There we go. Now you can see the screen. Okay. I'll clip back and forth. Again, I got that second screen that I've got to connect. Once I connect that, boom, baby, we're good. We've got all the screens together. It's going to be beautiful. So here's the deal. Here's what we're looking at, guys. Here's what we're looking at. We're going to go try to draft these guys just like we did last year. We're going to have the best draft in 2 years in a row. Ryan Poles is going to have a tremendous draft just like he did last year. So you guys are going to help me do this, okay? So here we go. The Bears are going to trade away 25th pick for the 40th pick and the 146th pick and next year's draft pick, second rounder. We're not going to trade away with Green Bay, although they are offering a lot. I still don't want to trade with the ops. And then Cincinnati wants to trade us a 41 and second rounder next year. How do you guys feel about any of these trades? You guys like any of these trades? Pass. I need to get a second motion on that pass. Or counter. Anything that you guys want tracks to try to counter for you there? What do you guys think? All right, we're going to go ahead and pass this. Reject. Okay. So, this is who we have available, okay? Now, a few people in the chat were talking about edge, okay? So, let's go ahead and look at the edge at 25. This is who we have available. We have Akeem Messidor, who's been linked to the Bears, TJ Parker, Zion Young, which I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't mind getting. I wouldn't mind trading back and getting Zion Young around 35. I'd say maybe 33. Whoever has 33, we could try to trade with them and see if they'll give us something like a late round pick. The Jets. So we'd have this first pick in the second round with the Jets. How do you guys feel about that? We'll try to trade with the Jets and try to go after Zion Young at edge. I heard that Messidor's got some serious injury issues. TJ Parker, we could look at him. All right, so who do you guys want to pick? Which edge do you guys want to pick? How about we do what I did last time because it's taken a little bit of time for you guys to catch up. I'm going to go ahead and pick my picks, and you guys go ahead and pick yours later, okay? So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to propose a trade. Yeah, I'm going to propose a trade right now with the Jets. Okay. Confirm. Give them our 25th. We'll take their 33rd. And, oh, likely accepted. What about that one? Wait, hold up. Wow. That might be telling right there. Let's see. What do we do? Oh, wow. Haha. All right. I like that. So now if I go get my edge, no, I'm rejecting you. I'm rejecting you. I'm going to go get Zion Young, edge out of Missouri. Boom. Okay. Now I just force multiplied. I got myself we got a bunch of draft picks, guys. Zion Young's my first pick, second round, first pick. Remember, the Bears still have a second rounder. So we got 2 second rounders now and then a bunch of other draft picks along with it. 2 more late round draft picks along with what we already have. So now we're starting to fill some serious holes here, guys. So now I'm going to go look at all this, see what we got here. Defensive tackle. Let's see. Christian Miller. NFL Translate. 6'4", 315. Run stopper. I like that. Let me take a look at one more thing. Rodriguez. When's our next pick after this? 89. I'm getting Rodriguez. I'm getting defense. So now we've got a replacement for our linebacker, Jacob Rodriguez. We got our edge. Now we're doing pretty good. Remember, we kept all of our players. We kept all the players that we really liked. And now we're going to try to have a really good draft. So our next pick is 89, and then we got a one really quick at 103 after that trade that we just had. So I'm liking this one. I'm going to go ahead and trade with the Patriots. Are giving me 125 also. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. So now let's look at offense. There's Tiernan, Caleb Tiernan. There's my offensive lineman, swing tackle. Go ahead and draft him. Okay. All right. Now we got pick 103 coming right up. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and trade with you guys. I like that. I'm only all orange. Dominic Orange out of Iowa State. I'm going to get orange. I got myself a defensive tackle now. So now, as you guys can see, we've done three defensive linemen and a linebacker so far. Really stacking it up. Still got quite a few more picks left. Okay, so Logan Jones. Let's go look at safety. I think I'm going to go with Bud Clark, TCU. Got our safety. It's our pick again already, guys. Crazy. I'll go with Kalen Black. Got us a running back. We got everything we needed. We got right? Got a defensive tackle. We got an edge, a linebacker, a safety, and an offensive tackle. Yeah, we've got everything we needed. Oh, is this that guy that? Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I like this guy, Durant, defensive tackle, Penn State. Okay. All right. Now, after I get done with this draft, you guys are next. Okay. Here we go. Mm. Got us a tight end. Let's see what else we got here. What are we going to do? Oh, yes. Cyrus Allen. Here we go. Almost done. Pick 240. That's the last one. Then it's all you guys. Yeah. Well, I got a need right now, and it's going to have to be QB because I need to. Okay. I'm going to go with Luke. Yep. That's our draft, guys. That's who we got. So, once we're done, we'll look at see who we got for the draft and then go from there. Here we go. We got Zion Young, edge, Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker, Caleb Tiernan, Northwestern, Dominic Orange, defensive tackle, Iowa State, Bud Clark, safety, TCU, Kalen Black, running back, Indiana. He's good, man. Trust me. Zane Durant, defensive tackle, Josh Cuevas, tight end, Alabama, Cyrus Allen, wide receiver, Cincinnati, Luke Altmaier, Illinois. All right. So before we get started, let's see how I graded out. Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate it. The big citrus. It's fun doing the trades. It's fun doing the trades. Like, Louis said yesterday, it's all in fun, right? So it's all in fun. All right. This time it's on you guys, okay? Let's go 7 rounds. Then let's go fast on this one, okay? Here we go, guys. Enjoy. Get your popcorn. Get your popcorn. I think I got some some hits. Okay, so our first trade is 53, 76, second rounder and a fifth rounder next year. And then pick 27 and 92. I'm not really mad at that. Actually, I think we only fall back 2 and we go from 240 to 92. So that means we get a third rounder also for like a freaking seventh rounder. What do you guys feel about the Niner trade? I think that's kind of pretty awesome. Mm. What do you guys think? You guys like the Niner trade, or you guys want to go ahead and pick it? Steelers was pretty good, but the thing about the Steelers is you can't really draft next year on here. What do you guys think? Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, man. Please hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. Share this video too with everybody. If you guys want to do this again tomorrow, breaking news, we'll do another one at 8:30. All in favor, say aye. Doug likes the there's only 2. Yeah, there's only 2. Oh, is there 3? Yeah, there's only 2. Oh, the Jets. Yeah. Pick 33 and so we'll go with and then the second rounder for next year. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with the Niners. We'll go ahead and accept that. Okay, now see they want to kick the can down the road. I'm not mad at this, guys. You go back 3 more spots and you get another third round draft pick. That's 3 third round draft picks and you're still picking in the first round and you lose pick 242. Big deal. This is huge. I like it. I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm doing it. I'm doing it for you guys. I don't like this one. I don't like that one. I don't like anything to do with Green Bay Packers. Screw you guys. FGB all day long. All right, guys. This is who we got. This is who we got to pick. You guys are on the clock. Caden McDonald, CJ Allen, Blake Miller, Colton Hood, TJ Parker, Lee Hunter, Keith Abney, Chris Bell, Anthony Miller, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. What? McNeil Warrenton is still available. You guys got some good picks. What are you guys going to do? What do you guys want? Zion Young. You guys want to go Zion Young again? But here's the deal. Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all with that. So should we trade back to like 35? Who's got 35? Who's got pick 35? Just trade with the Jets again. Still get Zion Young. You guys cool with that? Trade back again, get more draft picks? I'm telling you right now, if we trade with the Jets, we'll probably still get Zion Young and we'll get more draft picks. Just like I did last round. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of stays like that. All right. You guys really want Zion Young? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's make a trade. Man, we're going crazy with these trades. Going crazy with these trades. Oh, but we've got pick 30. And then so no. Close. They might say no. It's close though. Rejected. Okay, so we'll go down one more. We'll still do it. But that's going to be a good. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, they're not giving up as much because you're only sliding 3 spots. So there we go. Oh, baby. Load us up. Look at this. Nah, it's too much. Trex comes through. Nope, denied. I can't give it out no more. We got a draft here. It's too much. All right, now. Zion Young, there it is. Yes, winning. We can still get him later, but we're going to get him now. We're going to get him now. We're going to get him now. Yeah, let's get him now. So we got to get our edge out of the way. We still got to pick in like 2 more. We could get Emmanuel McNeil Warren, guys. We get Emmanuel McNeil Warren safety. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. What? I thought we had a pick right away. I'm clearly an idiot. All right, what do you guys want right here? What do you guys want right here at 57? Clearly, I can't read. Sorry, guys. This is who we got. We got Kristen Miller, AJ Hulsey, Josiah Trotter, linebacker, Jeremiah Trotter's son, Grayson Holton, Will Lee, Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker. We can go get him. Louis Moore, Indiana safety, Ohio State cornerback, edge, Jay Blackus. What are you guys thinking over there? Talk to me. Rodriguez. Stack the picks and get Zion. Rodriguez. Somebody wants Fargo to Rodriguez. It's done. You guys got Rod. Here we go. Wheeling and dealing. All right, here we go. 89 and 178. Nope. Can somebody look up and Google if that NFL draft chime is a copyright hit? Because I got some copyright hits, and I think that's what it was. Hey guys, can I do you guys a favor real quick? I'm sorry. I know this is your guys' draft, but are you guys cool with me going and getting Dominic Orange? Are you guys cool with getting that defensive tackle from Iowa State again? Or do you guys want to get something else? I mean, here's what we got available. We got Malik Muhammad, cornerback, Texas. He's solid. LT Overton, edge, Alabama. 2 edges in the draft be kind of crazy, right? Edge, Derek Moore, Michigan. Quite a few edges right about now. Linebacker, Aiden Fisher. He's solid at linebacker. What do you guys think? We can go get our safety right now, too. We got picks 89 and 92, 94. So we got a lot of picks coming up right now. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? Talk to me. Erica loves her orange. Erica, we love you, so we're going to get orange for you, baby. We got orange. We're paying you orange. Yeah, we got that orange, baby. We got that orange. Wheeling and dealing like Ric Flair. Okay, 92. Here we go, baby. You guys are awesome. I love drafting with you guys. Anybody that's not drafting with you guys is missing out. Elijah Sarut, wide receiver, Indiana. That's a solid receiver, guys. We still need an offensive tackle. Drew Shelton is a beast from Penn State. Are you freaking kidding me? He's still available? 6'5", 313 with almost a 9 RAS. Blind side. He played all 16 games. Slight step back. Super talent such as Ever Reese, nevertheless compelling potential top 100 appeal. 6'5", 307. Violent hands, present pop, technically sound pass protector, and a dutiful run blocker. Shelton has NFL starter ability and projected interior flex. Dude, this is our guy. Are you kidding me? You guys want an offensive lineman? This is where it's at, guys. Wasn't a fan of Zion Young, though. Oh, hey, you got your orange. Pipe down. Come on. You can't ever make this lady 100% happy. What do you guys think? What do you want for this draft pick? I don't care. We got a bunch right now. Look at that. We got 92, 94. Shelton is a stud. Doug says Shelton. Can I get a second on that, Shelton? We'll move forward. When we get it, somebody else get a safety, maybe we can get a safety next. I bust my butt. Erica left me for about a year. She's back though. Must have upset her. I say things. All right. So, anyways, guys, what do you guys think about this draft? Is there anybody else that you guys are looking at? Elijah Surratt, Malik Muhammad, Eyes of World, Caleb Tiernan. You want to go out and get another tackle? We go get Caleb Tiernan now. Go back-to-back tackles. What do you guys think? What do you want? Talk to me. Talk to me. Shelton. Okay. 3 for Shelton. Done deal. We got Drew Shelton in the building. Watch Erica. I can't stand that guy. Penn State bombs. All right. Now, anyways, back to the fun. You guys want to go after a running back or a safety, receiver? Where's your heart telling you? What do you guys need? What do you want? So far, we got an edge done, defensive tackle done, offensive tackle done, linebacker done. Right. The only thing we haven't done is a safety. We go get a safety. Want to go? You guys go look at safeties. Let's see what safeties got. Bud Clark, Zakee Wheatley, Michael Tafe. What do you guys think? Get you some Bud Clark in the building. Safety. Hey. Bud Clark. There's a Bud Clark. Safety. ASS. She gonna say another S, so she's gonna call me an S. Guys, watch that. She spells another S. I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, baby. I'm cooked. Come on, guys. Make a pick. What do you guys like? Who do you guys like? Start running our ads. Hey, shout out to Bridges Scoreboard, man. Got the Hall of Fame menu and the coldest beer in Chicagoland. They got a big UFC fight Saturday. Go check it out. They got all the March Madness going on, 32 screens, good deals. Monday wings. So then Thursday wings. And then fish Friday with steaks and stuff. And then burgers are good all the time. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. I haven't really ate that much tonight. And then Tuesday's Taco Tuesday. It's got good stuff, man. Good drinks, specials too. What are you guys thinking? Typing A. Let's try to safety. Clark. All right. Bud Clark. Okay, here we go, baby. Hope you guys are having fun. If you guys are having fun with me, smash that like button. If you want me to shut up and I'm talking too much, hit that too. Listen, guys, I really don't like trading with the Knops, but what the hell? They're giving us a 155, a 180, 212, and a 244. I mean, is this potentially like a guy that's really going to kick our ass if we let the Detroit Lions have it? I mean, is it really like, what are we doing here? I don't know. Should we go ahead and accept this trade? This seems too good to be true. I feel like they're going to get a guy and that guy's just going to kick our butt all season. Oh, thanks, Doug. You're the best. Oh, yeah, they got good wings, guys. Okay, running back. So no trade, okay? I would say out of all the ball clubs in the NFC North, I'm willing to trade with, probably be Vikings first and then the Lions, and then that's it. That doesn't go any further. There's only one other team. So, all right, let's go for a running back. We're going to reject. And we'll go to running back. All right. So this is who we got. We got Nicholas Singleton, Penn State, Roman Hemby, Indiana, Robert Henry, and Adam Randall, Clemson, Jamarian Miller, Alabama. What do you guys think? Do the trade? Oh, I I read that wrong. I mean, I could still go back and do the trade, but I'm thinking we really probably should go get a running back because then we're picking a running back at 155, and the running backs aren't looking pretty good right now as it is. Henry. Okay. Yeah, when we get to this level, I don't need to push it through. I just need the first available person to tell me who to get. I'm gonna go get it. Early when it really matters. Now it's just kind of like help fill in the. So we got 163, 175, 178, man. Okay, guys, I think you guys won the draft. I think you guys had a better draft than I did. Look at that. Zion Young, Jacob Rodriguez, Dominic Orange, Drew Shelton, which is obviously an upgrade when it comes to offensive lineman over Tiernan any day. You got the Bud Clark, same guy. I think you got a better running back too. And then 163, 175. You still got 3 more draft picks. You guys are beasts. Okay, here we go. What do we want now? You guys want to go after cornerback? I think somebody said cornerback earlier. So we already got a safety. So here we go. Defense. Safety. Oh, no. Sorry. Cornerback. Duh. Okay. Dalen Everett out of Georgia. 6'1", 186. Almost a 10 RAS. Let's do it, guys. Oh, my God. Long strider speed. Generated 3 interceptions, but still needs iron and consistency. He's worth an early round contender, but there's work left to be done. I'm good with this guy. But this is your draft. I like TJ Hall out of Iowa. You guys know that. He's got a 6 RAS, barely. 6'1", 190. Stephen F. Austin, college. Dixon. Toledo. Ooh, there's a good RAS. 6'1", 200. Kennedy, 5'11". What do you guys think? You guys see any names that pop off at you? I think I pardon my interruption, but I like this Dalen Everett guy, Georgia, 6'1", 196, almost a 10 RAS. What do you guys think? Best player available corner. Well, best player available is definitely freaking Demings because that's 40 picks, 43 picks sooner. All right. Guys want to go for a receiver? You guys good on a receiver? Tight end? What are you guys looking at? Receiver, tight end? Receiver, tight end? Tight end receiver? What do you think? You want another cornerback? Oh, fits the Bears. Yeah. What do you guys think? Guys, if you're ever out in Griffith, Indiana, make sure you guys also check out our awesome freaking donut depot, man, right off of Broad Street. Oh, they got some good donuts. I've had some videos in there. Freaking bought the guys a couple dozen donuts, whenever we do a casino and get a little extra bankroll, I go in there and buy some donuts from those guys. And then we got the freaking gourmet popcorn right around the corner from there in Griffith. Oh my gosh, gourmet popcorn is fire. Getting hungry. You guys hear me? I'm getting hungry. All right, this is what we got for receivers, okay? I feel like we could do a food show. Who wants to do a food show? Like a tailgating food show or something. Aaron Anderson, LSU, Cyrus Allen, Eric Rivers, Georgia, Jeff Caldwell, Cincinnati, Eric McAllister. What do you guys see? You guys see anything that pops out at you right now? Or do you want to go BPA or what? That sounds like a great place. Great place to live, so you could get all those places. You guys see any receivers that you like? Oh my gosh, I accidentally just picked two freaking. No, I picked one right. I just picked best player available receiver. I think twice, guys. Let me see. Sorry about that. Pick two. Yeah, I picked two receivers. I picked Aaron Anderson at 75, and I picked another receiver, Cyrus Allen, at 78. I'm so sorry. I thought I was clicking next. So that's our draft, minus me screwing up the last two, but we needed a receiver, so at least one of them will work out, right? Well, that's your draft, guys. Zion Young, Edge, Jacob Rodriguez, Dominic Orange, Drew Shelton, Bud Clark, Robert Henry, Charlie Demings, Aaron Anderson, Cyrus Allen. I think tomorrow I might try new see Louis was talking to me about another mock draft that he does. So I might look at that just to change things up a little bit, guys. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna probably do that. So, anyways, all right. So we went over some potential ideas, trading some guys, Tremaine Edmunds, all that kind of good stuff. Maybe getting Max Crosby, and we had another mock draft. So, hope you guys had fun, and appreciate you guys. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, turn it on, so every time we have something go off, you guys can jump in there and get in the comments and stuff. So yeah, appreciate hanging out with me this tonight. You guys are great. Erica, hope I was halfway decent. Yeah. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Till next time, Chi-Town up, Bear Down. 8:30 tomorrow night. Make sure you guys do me a favor. As soon as the show's over, jump right in and comment, okay? That helps us out tremendously. Appreciate you.
Tops on the ice, red lights flash, goods in the summer, whole city mad. Tracks like a tone, lingering for the sound. City ride with it, yeah, this our town. It's Chicago. Fucking here we live in Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, we in it. Cut the tape, cut the gone. Whole city tell you when we turn the ball. It's Chicago. Let's play, lean in. Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, this spin. Same heart, same cold. Sports podcast, hey, let's go.
All right. Hey, let's go.